HDMI 3 HDMI 3 connected. Connected. HDMI 2.
Alright. Well, here is the Make It Rain campaign from the year 2023 AD. Common Era, whichever you prefer. I really suppose that I have no preference either way. What? Yes, I'm doing this Make It Rain campaign. I believe that there was a holiday this week, though this is not it, so I suppose that I will endeavor to do the campaign. What about now? Well, this quest apparently is called a Golden Opportunity, and this it's only a guess, as I don't think that I've ever heard this name pronounced. Anyhow, she needs help pinning her next hit article. And since this is a golden opportunity, why not take it indeed? What have you to say, Miss Jokia? Well, she is apparently surprised to see me, because even as she lives and breathes, she feels that it is such. And she knows my name, so magic of magics. And a choice right off the bat. Well, knock you well. Have we met before? Kip, well, let's try this one. How do you know my brother? I guess I could read it in her voice, although who knows what her voice would be, but a fair facsimile in the voice of a male might be, "How do you know my brother?" Nothing like that. "I don't recall telling you his name. Now that you mention it, he did recently send me a letter." Huh. Well, I guess she got a letter from her brother, whose name I just pulled off of a list here, honestly. But this is no time to be speaking of such things. I have need of help to write my latest piece, and since fortune has placed you before me, I wonder if you wouldn't lend me a hand. She has a piece now, apparently. I knew it all along. I knew it all along. Your contribution shall be much appreciated, I'm sure. Now then, the matter at hand is this invitation which was sent to the Raven offices from the Gold Saucer. Apparently some form of an invitation was sent to the Raven's office from the Gold Saucer, as she just said. I suppose that I must wonder why or how, from who, to whom. Yes, I wonder if it has to deal with murder. Maybe. We have been asked to write a piece on the festivities currently underway at the establishment. Oh, okay, well. Naturally, as the Raven's most senior reporter, I was chosen for this privileged task. Well, that seems to be a boon then, I suppose. Nothing like a good boon. Just investigating an event, reporting on an event. She apparently carries the reputation of a publication on her shoulders. She's trying to recruit me as an assistant to share the weight. She thinks that I have keen skills of observation and a dazzling insight. Yes, adventurers, there is none more suited for this task than you, dear Martin, so how about it? Can I count on you? I suppose that I am amped up and ready to rumble. Very good. Well, then, let's depart to the gold saucer at once. Taste, a member of the staff awaits our arrival at entrance square. I guess we're off to the races then. Yeah, now. I am somewhat curious as to the effects of these first two questions, so I suppose that I might try them. Reporter and Kip blah blah blah. Yes. Kippy Ducky service, or rather at the Raven service. I suppose I never had the chance to thank you properly for before. The article I read with your help drew eyes from across the realm and beyond to our tabloid. It's the highlight of my already illustrious career, and I'm overjoyed to see you again. Actually, I'm in need of help to write my latest piece, and since fortune has placed you before me, I wonder if you wouldn't lend me a hand. I have a feeling now it goes into the same. Yes, the Raven's offices from the Golden Saucer. Naturally chosen for this privileged task. Yes, okay, same thing, and we agree to it yet again, despite the difference in opinion, the difference in answer, and the disavowalment of knowledge of the reporter's name, perhaps. My dear, have we met before? Don't tell me you've forgotten who I am. It's me, Giffy Chuck, your reporter, and dare I say wordsmith for the Raven. Did you even read the article you helped me write? Too busy adventuring, I suppose. I don't think that she likes this answer very much then. Highlight of my already industrious career, and I'm overjoyed to see you again. Actually, I'm in need of help to write my latest piece. This fortune is placed before me, and she's going into the same thing as before. I don't know that it makes any difference how you answer these questions, really, in the long run. I think it's just a choice based on what have you. Random to find out what differences there might be in a small branch of text. But one never knows, I suppose. I think there might have been one quest where the answers that you chose actually mattered, but I suppose for enjoyment purposes, for the sake of a different path of role play, having multiple choices to read must just brighten the lives of some. So, I've been informed by Kippy that her publication, The Raven, has been invited to write an article about the exciting event underway at the Golden Saucer. It's another perspective to add a bit of advice or important to request the insights of an adventurer, namely you. She asks that you meet her at the entrance of the Gold Saucer, where a member of the staff awaits to greet you. Alright, Gold Saucer. Could walk across the desert or could use the Aetherite, and I believe that the Aetherite is calling. Well, look at that. It's the old leap of faith. I think I might skip that for now. And continue on with the quest. Bit crowded here. It would appear that there are others standing about. Miss Kippy. Missus. Are they so stressed out? It seems as if they're one of the leading publications in the realm. But I suppose perhaps that stress is why. Here we are, in Old Oz, premier center of leisure and entertainment. The readers of the Harbor Herald will be eager for an inside look at the revels which take place in these gleaming halls. Yes, the Harbor Herald. Quite right. Seems to be stacking up to somewhat of competition, perhaps, between the newspapers. Yes, it all seems. All the invited reporters have arrived. Understood. I should proceed as planned. Alright, well. Very well. Kippy. Hey, our adventurer, let's not keep our host waiting. Alright, oh yeah. He must be from the Raven. Allow me to welcome you personally to the Gold Saucer. Oh, I did not expect to see you there, Master Odin. Are you always welcome as our honored guest? Honored guest, is it? Seems I picked the right adventurer for the job. Master Odin is helping you, but I must say this gives the Raven a significant advantage. With your arrival, all our guests are present. Now, wow, she looked like she was about to speak. But no, it was only well. With your arrival, all of our guests are present. Now, if you could have but a moment of your time. Illustrious reporters of Eorzea, welcome you one and all to the Gold Saucer. My name is Olier, and I have the distinct pleasure of serving as an attendant here. As you are well aware, we are currently holding our most fabulous event of the year, the Make It Rain campaign. During its duration, guests may receive up to 50% more MGP, currency which can be exchanged within these gilded halls for a bevy of fantastic goods. People of all stripes pour into the Gold Saucer during this event, eager to take their piece of the generous bounty we offer. However, some in Eorzea have yet to grace us with their patronage, which is why we have invited the most esteemed reporters in the realm to partake in our festivities, and prepared sizable compensation for your resulting articles. A simple tour would hardly suffice to satisfy such curious minds as yours. So we have taken the liberty of preparing a little diversion for the occasion. Ah! Behold, this masterful mammoth, made in the precise likeness of Godbert Mandeville. We have hidden 4 throughout the gold saucer, 1 in each section, excluding Chocobo Square. Use your keen reporter sense to seek them out, and to the one who finds the most mammoths. We shall reward an exclusive interview with the man himself, President Godbert Mandeville of Mandeville and Mandeville, famed goldsmith and proprietor of dreams. No papers ever succeed in securing a personal interview with Godbert Mandeville. You believe our luck? He's right. An interview with Godbert Mandeville would draw more eyes to the Raven than news of another calamity. This isn't a competition to be taken lightly. The reward is worthwhile, to be sure, but both Master Thrall and I have come here alone, while the Raven seems to have sent 2 reporters. I propose that the Harbor Herald and the Mithril Eye join forces. That would even the odds enough, methinks. I've no objection to that. To the winners go Mandeville's secrets, to the losers pitiful ignorance. Let's keep our eyes well peeled, adventurer. Then let's make an addendum to the rules. In the case both teams find the same number of mammoths, the swiftest to return will be judged the victor. Now let the mammoth hunt begin. Search every corner of our establishment, and may you find the bounties you seek. This is somewhat what I was thinking that it might be whenever I got here, and there were so many reporters about. Which team of reporters will I prove to have the keenest eyes and sharpest senses? I look forward to finding out. I wonder if the others are around here somewhere already. Kicks here and searching before me. Before me. Possibly. Maybe I should just go on with the quest. I think I might do that. I am curious, though, as to whether or not they're still about the place. But perhaps there might be another way to find out. It's quite the trick. I bet you they're not. I doubt that they would be. Still a nice tour around the saucer, though. They could be anywhere. Anywhere in here. Hiding behind the bushes. Jumping out around the fountains. They could be in the Moogle's paw. Ready to pop up at a moment's notice. Ripping a prize from the claw. Taking the quarter to boot. Or the gill piece. Anyway, they don't appear to be about. There's one more room. I'll do a cursory search. Perhaps they are at some point. This looks different. No, it's not. I've seen that before. I have yet to spy them. One more section. Aha! They are hereabouts. There's one now. What have you to say for yourself? Godbert, where is the Godbert? Nowhere, it seems. Yeah. Perhaps not. One more, then one more. Somewhere about these premises. Seems that I've done somewhat of a thorough search. So it would appear that I did not search thoroughly enough. I believe, however, that there's one room of which I have yet to purview. I believe that I went down this hallway. No, perhaps not. I think that I did indeed go through here. Perhaps not all the way to the back. No. It's quite the search. They said that the Chocobo station and racing track was not an option. Aha! Since the mammoth hidden in entrance square cannot be seen from the threshold, it can only be in card square. Hehe, the interview is as good as mine. Well, that would appear to be the whole of it then. Indeed. Kippy. What's it to be? 4 wind-up godbuds hidden out there. We should each search for 2. You take Wonder Square and Round Square, and I'll cover the remaining 2 sections. Equal division of labor. Oh, very well. If anything happens, we can stay in touch via this link, Pro. Now, let's find those mammoths and win that interview. There's a link, Pro. This team of reporters will prove to have the keenest eyes and sharpest senses. Look forward to finding out. Right. Well, don't we all? Okay, so Kippy Jack is just a divine conquer strategy with each of you searching 2 sections of the massive casino for the mammoth. You are tasked with searching Wonder Square and Round Square for any sign of the miniature Mandervilles. So Wonder Square and Round Square, and then she was going to search the others. What are you doing here? Oh yeah, selling a bunch of stuff that I think that I already have. Alright. Do I have a mind breaker? I think so. Oh, that's the spear. Mind flares the minion. What do you believe? Where did she go? Somewhere and saying something to boot. Or at least to shoe. Probably here somewhere, somehow. I wonder if I actually have the link pearl. No. Okay, very well. Well, very well. Upper floor, perhaps? Or perhaps he is running in various places where I am not. I go here, she goes there. I go here, she goes there. Quite the cadence, really. Look at that floor. Ooh, how about that floor? 3 cheers for floor. Hip hip hooray. Hip hip hooray. Well, I don't believe this is over here. Not looking like it anyhow. No indeed, no indeed, no indeed. Alright, so I think that those were all the areas that she was given to search, and I did not see her well enough. Oh, another leap of faith, perhaps I could do that. Already done these, let's try. I've done them this week. week yet? Well, it's best that it's good that I'm here then. Alright. Still, I don't see her at all. I guess I could go over the places that I've seen. Obviously, that would be the way. Definitely go over the places you haven't seen and not the places that I'm looking for. She might not be here. It might have something to do with the blink shell. She might, whenever I find one, respond or some such thing, or oddity, or wonderosity. Okay, there's who I'm supposed to be speaking to. Oh, there's one of the wind-up godbirds there. Right there! In the middle of the air. I think there's a song that does that from the era of how to say it. Emancipation, or when slavery abounded in the States and the slaves wrote songs as codes in order to escape, or just for comfort, or for the purposes of religion. And I believe that was one of the songs from that era. Something about Elijah way up in the middle of the air, Isaiah saw. Anyway, perhaps that's not an appropriate topic for the present circumstance. As I endeavor to have fun and search for these dolls. Well, Doral apparently has remained in this position. Perhaps she is about here. Perhaps I should take up Mahjong. I don't really say anything about the doll sitting over there. I was like the owner stationed me here just before a stabber gaze upon the battle of the balls being waged beneath that shimmering statue's small clothes. Perhaps. Here's a wind-up Godbert. Look at you, aren't you the cutest thing? Ha 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 ha. Okay. You found a wind-up Godbert. Aha. Bad news, adventurer. Seems I wasn't quick enough to find the mammoth entrance square. Please tell me you're faring better than I. You found one, thank goodness we're still in the running. I'll make haste to Event Square. Godspeed in finding your final mammoth. Okay, so she's going to Event Square. That's one of the squares there. I would wager the one termed Event Square would probably and most possibly be Event Square. Big Jack yet. Oh, what's going on? Sounds bad. Kippy Jack, you suggest a divide and conquer strategy with each of you searching 2 sections of the mass casino for the mammoths. Task searching Wonder Square and Round Square for any sign of the miniature man reveals. Okay, yes, well, there's, they've moved. Where could one hide in such an open space? If I were a mammoth. Yes, indeed. Where indeed? Perhaps under a giant yellow circle. A golden text box. Yeah, well, perhaps I should try searching there. Well, where is the other? Where is the other searcher then? Now, might be a bit faster, just a bit perhaps. Where is Bard? Ah, yes, indeed. Peloton. Oh, it would appear that I have lost another limited event in my search for these dollies. But they do appear. Aha! Doral appears to have not changed. Oh God, but Doug, where are you? Indeed, yes. Man, I would imagine that Snowless Jackia is still nowhere to be found on these premises. So perhaps I shall endeavor to go speak with the other dolly. Ollie. Hello, Ollie. Which team of reporters will prove to have the keenest eyes and sharpest senses? Look forward to finding out. Well. Okay, yes, where indeed might this other dolly be to be found? Aha. Yes, quite prominently displayed. Quite prominently indeed. Yes, yes. Mr. Godbert, the wind-up variety. You have been found, apparently. Adventurer, good news this time. I found the mammoth in Event Square. Wondrous, wondrous. You found yours too, then it's settled. That interview is mine. Oh, it was ours, of course. Let's report our victory to Olier at once. See you at Entrance Square. Looks like we've got our mammoths. They're actually in the inventory. How about that? A perfect model of compact gentlemanliness. This mammoth's clothes can be donned or doffed with the press of a button. Well, that just sounds magnificent. We're all here. Now about us. What have you to say then? There you are. Quite impressive work, I must say. To think we would trounce the opposition so convincingly, all thanks to your eagle eyes. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Well, just a moment after I spied the mammoth, I spied the reporter from the Raven picking it up. Oh, if only I didn't stop for refreshments. Seems I was no match for you, adventurer. Found both mammoths before I even had a chance to take the lay of the land. I know who to call upon next time I need to search for treasure. You know. Treasure is as treasure does, I suppose. What level quest is this? 15. Do I have any class that could remotely benefit from that blip of experience? Blue mage. Blue mage. I might be able to do this blue mage. I suppose it could gain the most. Yes. Wondrous costume. Double toil and trouble. What do you got to say there, Olier? Welcome back. Mistress Jack has informed me that you were able to find 2 mammoths. So it would seem, Indeed, exactly 2 likenesses. Final results are as follows. 3 mammoths found by the reporters of the Raven, and 1 mammoth by the reporters of the Mithril Eye and the Harbour Herald. Which means that the Raven shall be rewarded with an exclusive interview with Lord Mandeville. Congratulations to you both. Hot dog. Once you have sufficiently prepared yourself, simply speak to me and I shall summon him forthwith. Alright, well, I might have to save this for another time, but I have gotten this quest doubly, possibly completely under the way, and, yeah, fare thee well.